Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ra, and if you've been following me, thank you so much. I'm just going to pull a card from each one of these decks, and may be a glare in that. I hope you can see that. This one is Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell, Lightworker's Oracle in Conscious Spirit. And I'm just going to pull a card, give you a small little of my own. And why is that? Why am I just not interpreting it myself? I was just guided to kind of go through these three at this time for Lightworker starseeds. Maybe some of the words that you hear will open up something within you, a coding, something that will happen to help shift your consciousness. So I thought, you know what, let me just read it and get straight to the point, and we'll take it from there. This card that I just pulled right now as I was shuffling is IMRAMA. I hope I'm saying that right. It says, where are you being called to journey to? It's right here. It's IMRAMA. And let's see what other cards flank this card. So where are you being called to journey to? Yeah, it's like, you know, and especially right now, God, there's so much shift that's happening within Earth. And I know for myself, you know, I got on this journey a while back, and it's been a long time. I've always been with the spiritual realm, but I left it for some time, and then I was called to come back to it. And that was in 2012. So anyways, enough about me. This is about you, my viewers. This one is number 28, release. So 28 comes down to a 10. 10 is the ending. It is a release, right? So this says, I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. And here's this card. It's so beautiful. Wow, look at all the orbs too. It's so whimsical with all of this. It's like she's like a cloud, like an angel in the cloud. So beautiful. So this one is number 28, release. So you are being called to release, and where are you being called to journey to? And I will get to those, I promise. But first, I'm going to now pull from this deck and just kind of see what spirit, spirit messages from the Lightworker Oracle for my viewers. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe. I do one of these a day until I'm guided to do something else. This one wants to come out. Divine Grace, Law of Efficiency, number 32. 32, 5. So again, this is about something in our life is changing, and your life is changing, and you're getting ready for that shift, right? Number 5. So we're going to take that, and I'm going to come back over here and go to IMRAMA. And let me go to that page. And this is such a great way too for you to see if you like these decks. Maybe you want to pick one up for yourself, or you're just kind of learning. You were curious about all these decks, and here I am, and I'm reading them to you to just kind of help you, I don't know, decide to see if you like them or not. And I do believe these are messages. I was drawn to them as a light worker, as a starseed, as an empath, to pick these cards up. I work with over 45 different decks, and I will be bringing them out and reading them to you, as I will start to do readings as well for each sign. Okay, so this card right here says, the Celtic word IMRAMA means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we're going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you're either being called on a soul journey or are already on one. It could be to a physical ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, I'm sorry, that was glaring. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You're being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is to journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimage in your future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place, or perhaps you're being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. I'm going to hold this card up, and you can just take a deep breath. In the activation, may seeds of light long ago planted begin to rise. I am ready to remember ancient secrets from lands that my soul knows from times past. May I be held by the ancient lineages that my soul has served, and remember that I don't have to do it all alone. Absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful card. So let's see what the message here, number 28, release. So pretty self-explanatory, but I'm telling you, sometimes there's a word in there that I didn't give to you, and the book wants to give it to you, and I'm just going to do it like that until I feel like not to read this way. Okay, so this one says, to connect to spirit and raise your energy, you need to release all physical, emotional, and mental blockages that hold you back from reaching your full potential. People, objects, emotions, and experiences come into your life in order for you to learn from them, but not all are meant to stay. Release these with love and gratitude, and ask archangels Michael and Raphael to cut and heal the cords attaching you to this baggage. This unwanted clutter holds stagnant energy, which ties you to the past, preventing you from fully experiencing the present and moving forward. Once you have released the clutter, your life will open up to new opportunities and abundance on all levels. This card is also asking you to release your addiction to material goods. By being caught up in the trap of consumerism, you waste time and energy on accumulating unimportant objects in your life that add no true value, while at the same time contributing to the depletion and destruction of your home, Mother Earth. Wow, it's so beautiful. It's like so funny because, you know, right now, I guess I look at it as so funny because, you know, life, you got to find humor, is that, you know, there's so much that we're being asked right now to let go of, the not knowing, letting go of the jobs, letting go of seeing your friends, letting go of the old idea, your belief systems. And this is just so timely. It's just so beautiful, because where are you being called to journey to right now? And what do you need to release, cut the cords with at this time? And here we have number 32. And let's see how 32 will tie it all together with divine grace, the law of efficiency. So it says, it is time your life became easier. Yes, it is. It is time for you to walk the way of divine grace with trust, simplicity, and acceptance. You do not have to try to make things happen. You can gracefully act without attachment and trust that all will be as it is meant to be. Surrender your struggles. Wow. Now, as you allow life to serve you with love and kindness, this is the most efficient use of your energy and will lead to the best results. This is so beautiful. The law of efficiency encourages us to work smarter rather than always working harder. It is like learning to allow a wave to carry you to shore rather than swimming the entire way with your own efforts alone, or even against the current, which would make the journey even harder. It is like planting a seed at the right time so nature will help it bloom in the spring, rather than planting it during the dead of winter when it takes a lot of effort to keep it alive. And even then, it may not survive. This is the intelligence of the law of efficiency and divine grace at work. To hitch your wagon to the universe in this way, you need to learn to listen. This means tuning in to what feels right or wrong at any given time. Sometimes you will want to push forward, yet your intuitive knowing will guide you to rest. Sometimes you will want to hide from a challenge, and yet know in your bones it is time to step up and shine with boldness, despite the fear you may feel. The universe has a sense of natural flow, cycles, and timing that assures us that it supports every dream we dare to dream, and that everyone can come to fruition in due course. It may not look exactly as you expect, but you have to set it in motion with desire and intention. Karmic law will ensure that it finds expression. For this to happen, the most loving, graceful, and easy way, you must learn to hear, feel, and sense the currents of life and work with them, rather than push against them. This is about common sense, allowing yourself to be helped, not making things more difficult for yourself than they need to be. Imagine that you have a chance to share a feeling of love in a room full of receptive people. The time is right, they're open, and your efforts create the maximum effect for love's success. Or you could expend the same amount of time and energy by arguing with one disinterested person in an attempt to get them to understand and receive your love, even though they actually have no interest in doing so. They just wish to have their own point of view and for you to agree with that. One is working with the law of efficiency, and the other is working against the tide of life. It is not bad to choose the harder way. Sometimes it can be a great learning experience, but you're being encouraged with this oracle to explore the easier and more graceful way more often, especially at this time in your life, because there is a helping hand and a natural wave of energy in life that is going to be helpful to support your rising spirit in manifesting something truly beautiful and special in the world. The law of efficiency is also sometimes known as the path of least resistance. We must find the strength that comes from letting go and trusting that the universe knows what it is doing. It takes spiritual maturity to see to wisdom greater than your own immediate understanding. Then you're surfing the wave rather than swimming against the current. How efficient to work with life and its cycles rather than believing you must struggle and strain to be heard, loved, rewarded, and inspired. You have the maturity within you. Trust now. Trust that all will come in time. And now, just take a deep breath. And I'm going to read you the invocation. I call upon the loving grace and master intelligence of the universe through the law of efficiency and the path of least resistance. Please bless and guide me now in all ways for maximum success, joy, and divinely inspired fulfillment. May my efforts be wise and surrendered, powerful and efficient. May all beings be assisted through divine mercy to discover the path of grace and divine efficiency through my own free will, unconditional love, and divine grace. So be it. Very beautiful. Again, this card as a reminder, where are you being called to journey to? What are you being called to release? And let go of the resistance and just line up your energy with the universe and watch the miracles unfold. Thank you again. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Namaste.